The only person in your head is you. So you gotta be okay with all the stuff that's in there. No, I look crazy. We're gonna talk about it. Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Imai and today is BTV Tuesday. If you don't already know, BTV is a series on my channel where we watch an episode of a TV show. It's been mostly cartoons, but we can switch it up if you want, while I put my makeup on. But I look like this today because we're doing a self-care version of BTV where I'm not gonna put any makeup on because I know I'm like, this is like gonna be like, you're breaking out, shut up, people have it, but like, I've been breaking out really bad. I like don't get this is not a good example of me breaking out, but I don't get pimples usually and my face is just like going crazy. So we're doing this today. So we're gonna be doing my hair. I have this hair from Tinashe Hair. I have two 22s, a 20 and an 18 in their deep wave texture. I just combed it out because it was tangled, and then we're just gonna wet it down so that it gets a little bit more tame. Then we're gonna flexi rod my leave out, maybe even slick it down with some edge control. And I saw this TikTok, I'm gonna like post it somewhere, where this girl did her own lashes with, hold on, with these little individuals. And I did my lashes like earlier today, but I might want them a little more full, so we're gonna do that too. And I'm also gonna tip my brows a little bit darker because I did that yesterday and I want them darker. So those are the things we're gonna do today besides my makeup. That's not my makeup. So before we get started, I know I abandoned y'all, but I was going through it, okay? And I have a lot of things planned for this channel. I think in my Thursday video this week, I'm going to tell you guys what I was going through because I'm starting back up my health and wellness series. If you guys are interested in that, that's going to be on Thursday. I don't know that it'll be a weekly series like I do with my BTV or my weekly vlogs, which is not happening this week. I'm not doing a weekly vlog this week. But like when I can, maybe every other Thursday or like one Thursday a month or something, we're going to do our health and wellness journey because it's important and I want to hold myself accountable. And if I know people want to see my health and wellness journey, I'm going to have to continue on it. So, yeah. And I think depending on how I feel, I may add some more like layers to this side because like this side looks great. But then this side is very, you see what I'm saying? Like this right in here can very much get cut. So this week we are watching the Valentine's Day episode of The Weekenders. I cannot lie to y'all. I very much settled on The Weekenders. I had The Proud Family, the episode where the guy in the wheelchair really wanted to date her. That episode was my first pick. And then I could not find any source material for it. So then I was gonna pick the episode of The Proud Family with Shakespeare, like where Penny was like wanting to date that guy, but he was in like an arranged marriage or whatever. And it was like that whole situation that they were going through. Not a Valentine's Day episode, but I thought it was super duper cute. I love that episode because the rap for the Romeo and Juliet was real poppin'. So I was going to do that one, and then I couldn't find any source material for that. So then I was going to do, oh shit, I'm like knocking everything over. And then I was going to do Hey Arnold, the episode where, their Valentine's Day episode, where Helga like pretends to be his pen pal from a different country, and she's like, got her hair all done up, and like, Arnold has like 2 dates for Valentine's Day, but then I couldn't find source material for that. So I'm like, is it just getting harder to find source material? And is it that important to you guys to have like the clips in the corner or over? Because if it's not that important to you guys, I can still do those episodes. We just won't have any like clips to reference. I might have screenshots to reference, but we won't have clips to reference. If that doesn't matter to you, let me know and I can still do those episodes. But this week I super settled on The Weekenders because I didn't have time to like purchase a DVD and download the file. I just didn't. But if those episodes are something you want to see, let me know. And we just don't have to have any source material, or we could have very limited source material for it. So let me know and we could do that. So let's get started. Finally. The episode begins and Tino is supposed to be narrating us in as normal, but he is very distracted, like head in the clouds. So Tish, Laura, and Carver are like, hey, he's supposed to be telling y'all this, but he's kind of talking to a tree right now. So like Tino's just acting super like out of character. So at the pizza place, I'm sorry, I don't know what the pizza place is called. It just says pizza on the wall. The three of them, Tish, Laura, and Carver are just kind of like, what the hell is going on with Tino, y'all? Do y'all know what's going on? Like, maybe aliens like came in his brain. So the next day is Saturday and they're at the arcade and Tino comes in and he's dressed like, I guess what their version of like goth is. Like his hair is all spiked up and he has a skull in his t-shirt and he's wearing like sunglasses. So goth, I know. And the guys are like, yeah, no, he's definitely been abducted by aliens. And Tish, I keep getting the girls' names mixed up. Like it always I hate it. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. So Laura is like, yeah, no, he probably had a microchip implanted in his head or something, because like something's going on with him. And they're just going back and forth about like why Tino is acting so weird. And he like leans up against the counter, like stops the conversation midway, like leans up against the counter. Why do I look like a gym bro in this shirt? I'm sorry. Yeah, he leans up against the counter and walks by as like a girl with sort of like that same like goth look. And he's like, hey Tino. He's like, hey. Looking all cool, like, hey. Because that's his boo or whatever. And they're like, duh, Tino has a crush on the weird girl. That's why he's acting weird. So the weird girl's gonna like him. And he's like, hey, shut up. Shh, shut up. No, shut up. Like, this is not what this is about to be. Maybe I shouldn't be spraying water so close to my electronics, but you do what you want when you're popping. So they're in another store in the mall than the shoe store, and Tino is shopping for some new like spiky, chunky boots to like impress the punk girl. They're just kind of like ragging on him, like, you have a crush on the punk girl? And he's like, well, I supported you when you had a crush on this guy, and you had a crush on that girl, and you had a crush on that guy. And they're like, yeah, this is the punk girl. Like, you have a crush on the punk girl. No. Tish is like, you know what, he's right. He's our friend and we should support him, but we don't have to support the punk girl, so no, we're not going to support him. Well, we're not going to support her. And Carver's like, as his friend, we should force him to have a crush on someone else. And I'm like, I don't know if it works that way. I don't know if you can do that. And the next scene, Tino's at home eating dinner with his mom. They eating chicken. And Queen Tino's mom is talking to him, and he's like, you know, I don't know why the guys are making it such a big deal that I like Tasha. That's the punk girl's name. And he's like, I don't know, maybe I should just like stop having a crush on her. And Tina's mom is like, that's not how that works. You can't change how you feel about someone, and you can't change how you dress to make Tasha like you. Just kind of tells him like, if you really like Tasha, your friends will accept your decision sooner or later. Now, is this good advice? I'm half and half, because sometimes your like in this situation, yes, but sometimes your friends really be seeing the evil in these men. I'm trying to curse less so I don't have to censor it in post, because I like having monetization and I want to keep it. But sometimes your friends be seeing the worst in these men before you do, or in these people before you do. And sometimes they're like really having some good advice, but sometimes it's like, nah, y'all are just being haters, and I don't need this hateration and holleration all up in this dancery, okay? I need support from my homies. This is that situation where they're being haters, but sometimes your friends have some really good insight, but you just have to see it for yourself, you know? Like, nothing, if you're really like feeling like that, nothing a friend can tell you will make you change your mind. You just have to be able to see it for yourself. Not me dropping like relationship wisdom. Also, we're only 4 minutes into this episode and it's already Sunday, And isn't this the Weekenders? Like, I feel like it should be drawn out a little bit more. Like, it was only 2 scenes. Like, Friday was 1 scene, Saturday was another scene, and now it's already Sunday. We're only 4 minutes into the episode. Why is it already Sunday? So they are back at one of their houses. Maybe Tish? I feel like this would be Tish's house. And they're looking through the yearbook to try and find someone for Tino to have a new crush on. And they're like, oh, Summer, she's perfect. She looks just like Tino, but she's just a girl. And they're like, no. So Tish is thinking one blonde girl, and Laura is thinking another blonde girl, and Carver is like, Cherie Montaigne, she is fine. She's a honey. I don't remember what the exact word he said, but basically, oh, she's a babe. He said she's the babe of the school. And Laura, God, I get the girls' names mixed up all the time. The smart one, Tish is like, don't call her a babe. That's demeaning. And I'm like, feminism? Period? Because what year was that? Period. That's a good thing to tell young girls. You're more than just your looks. 10 out of 10. Keep it up, Weekenders. So they decide that they're each going to go with their pick of who Tino should have a crush on. And they decided, you know, there's more chances if we don't settle on one person, we settle on 3 people, so that, like, he has more options of who he wants to have a crush on. And Carver's like, don't forget, guys, we're doing this for Tino's sake. And they're like, I don't think we're doing this for Tino's sake. And he's like, well, that's the story we're gonna tell Tino if he catches us.
We're doing this for Tino's sake.
Are we?
I don't think we are, really.
I'm just saying that's our story if he catches us.
Right.
Got it.
So the next couple of scenes are the rest of the Weekenders, like, plotting on trying to get Tino to like someone. So Laura is outside of his house, like, projecting a picture of Summer into his bedroom wall. And he's like, oh, I've never noticed Summer before, but she kind of looks just like me, but like a girl. And he looks out the window to see where the projection is coming from. And of course it's Laura outside of his window. And then she packs it up and dips. Back at the mall, Tish is sitting down with Dot Cardigan. That's a horrible... Why would they name her that? Dot Cardigan. And Tish is trying to convince Dot that Tino has a crush on her and that she should try and pursue him. And Dot is full of energy. And she's, like, sipping on her icy slushy really quickly, and she gives herself brain freeze, but she's like, oh my god, I've had a crush on him for the longest, ever since he won that chess trophy. And, like, I guess Tino's walking by, and Tish is like, well, there you go, there he is, there's your chance, go. Tino is in, like, the punk store trying to find, like, some temporary tattoos, and Dot goes in after him, and she has all this energy, and she's like, do you have something to tell me? And he's like, you're standing on my butt. And she's just, like, flirting with him, and he's just not receptive of it. And he just kind of walks out, still thinking about the girl Tasha. And basically, like, Tish and Laura, their attempts just did not work. See, this side looks so good. And then we have this side. I've never been good at cutting this side of my hair because when I wore side parts regularly, this was the part, like, this is the side I would have my part on. So I'd only have to, like, really cut, like, my bangs and everything on this side to make it look good. And then I would just, like, do one little short layer on this side and then be like, F it to the rest. But now that I have curly hair, I'm like, I need the height, I need the dynamics, you know what I'm saying? So apparently the mall is hosting, like, a punkathon, which I guess it's just like a convention for people who are into, like, punk stuff. And Tina was, like, plotting, like, okay, she's punk, she's definitely gonna be here, so I have to be here and, like, accidentally run into my shorty so that I can see her and we could hook up and then we could do our do. You know what I'm saying? And meanwhile, Tish, Laura, and Carver are on the side with Sherry, last name, the hot one, the babe. And they're like, Sherry, he didn't like Dot, he didn't like Summer, you're our last hope, get our boy out of there. And she's just standing there like, I am hot. And she's cute, she's real cute for a girl with bangs. I'm sorry, y'all, no offense if you have bangs, I just don't like bangs, even though I probably should get some. What the fuck? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm, like, partially rewatching the episode as I'm filming. Sends Sherry, and I'm sorry, Carver sends Sherry over there, playing hard to get, and like Sherry kind of distracts him, and Sherry distracts him because he was trying to accidentally, on purpose, run into Tasha, and Tino's like so angry, and he like yells at what's her face? I'm sorry, this like dripping down my face is distracting me. He yells at Sherry and is like, see what you did? Like, I was trying to run into her and you distracted me. And the guys are like, you know who would be like a shoo-in to get his attention? Jennifer Love Hewitt. I wish she was here. And then she is there. Did they get a Jennifer Love Hewitt cameo? How did this happen? I don't understand. Like, was this show that big? But Jennifer Love Hewitt? She's like a big celebrity, low-key. I mean, at least she was then. I don't know what she's doing now. But Jennifer Love Hewitt? So, they walk over with Jennifer Love Hewitt, and they're like, hey, guess who wants to meet you? And he kind of like pieces together that his friends have been meddling. And he's like, man, listen, if you don't fuck with Tasha, you don't F with me. If you don't F with Tasha, you don't F with me. Stand up for your girl that's not your girl. I see you, Tino. He still gets an autograph for Jennifer Love Hewitt, though. And I would have, too. Because that's Jennifer Love Hewitt. And of course, Tish is the smart one. And she's like, you know, we focused so much on how we felt about him liking Tasha that we didn't care about how he felt about liking Tasha. Go off, Tish. Go off, Tish. That's some smart shit right there. So Tino's at home, all depressed, and he's out of his punk clothes, and Tino's mom comes in and she's like, you changed. And he's like, yeah, impressing her with my clothes didn't work anyway, so, you know, I guess I'm just gonna be Tino again. Like, duh, your mom told you that wouldn't work because she's a queen and she knows. Love Tino's mom. So Tino's mom convinces him to go out and have some fun. So they go to Funville, and while he's out at Funville, he sees Tasha, and Tasha approaches him like, hey, I heard you like this like comic book character. I love him too. Blah, 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 blah is my favorite one. I don't know. And Tino's like, oh my god, yeah, I love it, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, wait, how did you know that, like, that was my favorite? And she looks over at, like, Tish, Laura, and Carver, and they're like, the guys told me, those guys over there. And they're just like, we're finally being supportive of you, friend. And then, like, he's happy, and now they're hanging out. And they just go off talking about the comic book, and the guys narrate the end, because, you know, Tino is off doing his thing with his homegirl. And they're just like, you know, we still think the punk girl is weird, but if Tino likes her, she might not be that bad. And that's kind of it. First of all, y'all are meddling as fuck. Mind your business, bro. Like, she's weird, but y'all are weird. Carver has a whole peanut-shaped head. Lore is just the tomboy of all tomboys. That might not be appealing to everybody. And Tish is a nerd. Like, leave Tino alone. If he likes the weird girl, he likes the weird girl. Some people might think y'all are weird. Also, this was their Valentine's Day episode. Can you believe this doesn't feel Valentine's Day-ish? Like, it's just kind of like about Tino having a crush on a girl. And I'm like, I feel like this could have been more Valentine's Day-y, you know? Maybe throw like a Valentine. He wanted to ask her to the dance or something. This is very mild on the scale of Valentine's Day episodes. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm like focused on my brows. I'm gonna like finish my brows and then my lashes and then come back. Oh, I'm back. Probably doesn't look like much of a difference, but there's a difference to me. Yeah. It's kind of hard to talk about shows like The Weekenders that have these like little two-part splits because they wrap up so quickly. Like, I'm watching the episode on an undisclosed location, and the A episode and the B episode, like, they split it. It's 18 minutes, so it's 9 minutes per episode. So it seems like they have a problem recognize the problem and fix the problem so quickly. But don't have meddling ass friends. That's it. Like who you like. Recognize the toxic behavior in the person that you do like, if there is any. In this case, there wasn't any because, of course, in 9 minutes, we didn't have time to go into that. But don't let your friends get in your ear about your relationship or your potential relationship. Unless there are some very serious red flags like abuse, like verbal, mental abuse. But if you just have a crush on someone, you shouldn't let your friends talk shit to you. Those of you who know me will know why this is so ironic, because I was recently in this very situation. But if you have a crush on someone, don't let your friends talk shit to you or talk you out of it, and definitely don't try to change yourself to make that person like you. You are you, and you, I don't want to say it like this, but y'all already know I be saying stuff. You're born alone and you're gonna die alone. The only person in your head is you, so you gotta be okay with all the stuff that's in there. I don't know what else to say. That sounds like a good note to leave off on though, right? Like, you gotta be at peace with you, and if someone doesn't like you for you, bye. There's so many people. I say it to my girlfriends all the time. You can throw a rock and hit a man. They are everywhere. And men, same for women and non-binary people. You can throw a rock and hit someone that you could potentially like. They're everywhere. Don't accept BS from your friends. Don't accept BS from potential partners. And don't change yourself for other people. You're great. There might be parts of you that you don't like, but overall, you're great. You just gotta be okay with all this stuff in there. There's a lot of stuff in there. But you are a good person. I don't know you personally, but I would like to think that you're a good person. I don't know, I'm just so happy to talk to you guys again. Okay, I think I'm gonna leave it off there for now. There's not really much to discuss in this episode because, you know, it's a 9-minute episode, not a lot happened, but I have been getting requests for the Weekenders. I originally thought that this show was one of those shows that are like too kiddie to rewatch as an adult, but now that I'm rewatching it, I'm like, oh, wait, this is kind of cool. You know, I thought it would just be like very simple so that like very little kids like 6, 7 can understand it. Not like how All Grown Up is for like 9, 10, 11, or like As Told by Ginger is for like 11, 12, 13, you know? I thought this was one of those shows that was obviously super kiddie. Having eyelashes makes me realize how uneven my eyes are. Like, I don't know if y'all notice, but in every single video I make, I notice that one of my eyes opens more, like, hold on. It's this one. One of my eyes opens more than the other. Sorry, I don't even know where I was going, but I thought this was a super kiddie show, but rewatching it now for Beat TV, I'm like, oh, we can do more episodes of this show. If you guys want to see any of the previous episodes that I talked about earlier, like the Proud Family episodes, the Heron episodes, help me find source material. Or I don't know, like if you have a DVD that y'all want to donate, I can get a P.O. box or something. I'm too small of a YouTuber to get a P.O. box, but like, please, like if you have the DVD and you want to like download the file and then like email me the file to my business email, that's definitely not copyright infringement. Let me know, and like I will be very accepting of that footage so that you guys can have source material, please. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so sorry for abandoning you, but in my Thursday video, I'm gonna talk to you guys about why I was gone and why I need to be consistent with being back, because things are kind of going crazy for me right now. So thank you guys so much for watching, and Thursday is going to be my first episode of my health and wellness series. It has a really cute name, so I'm excited about it. I'm going to film that right now. And Saturday, no weekly vlog, so I'll just see you Thursday, and then after Thursday, I'll see you again on Tuesday. Love you guys so much. Thank you guys for sticking with me. I'm so sorry for being inconsistent. I'll be better. I promise. I'll be better. Love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you on Thursday. It's been a couple hours. I just want to show you guys I did my edges, and I'm stupid. I thought of a different way to end the video. Later days. Ew. Bye y'all. I'll see y'all on Thursday.